Don't blame me if I don't actually do anything.
I'll let you all amend and breathe her and all that good stuff yourselves. You'll all get bonus.
Well, what do you know? I actually managed to fucking do it.
Bonus points for pulling it off yourselves.
Pulling ourselves off?
Yes.
We haven't got time for that sort of thing, have we?
Okay, so it's...
I don't know. We better come to find out now.
Do it really fast.
Where's that gone?
Oh, we do a bit of 5-minute breather.
See, yeah.
You hear a low moan come from the barn.
Someone
Yeah,
might
barn?
survive.
Barn's not alive.
And the barn's not on fire
Good.
yet.
Right, I suggest we to the barn.
You didn't have a chance to ignite everything else
Mm-hmm.
because of the wolf attack. Right.
Investigate.
Okay, narrative mode. You go into the barn. You see nothing on the ground level, but up the little ladder.
Yeah.
Upon your investigation, you all some of you go up, all
Yoink.
of you,
Up the ladder. Hey.
in the loft,
Hey, loft.
under
How much damage have you taken?
A lot.
hidden under some hay.
Lots.
Go on, hidden on some hay.
Hidden under some hay is a young elf woman.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, okay. It had to be a woman, didn't it?
25 to 30.
She looks in a pretty bad
You
way.
don't need a heal yet.
Well, in this case, heal her.
That's why it's achy.
She's got an inflamed looking wound in her side.
Fix her up, mister.
Her clothes are torn and covered in blood, dirt and stray bits of hay and straw.
Nice tits.
She
You would say that.
she looks feverish
Sweaty though.
from her wound. She doesn't look like she's thinking clearly, the way she's looking at you and panicking.
Come on, fix her up.
She starts to feebly crawl and tries to crawl away across the floor.
Is she going to be crawling off the ledge?
And then she passes out.
Okay.
You want to do some of that healing shit on her?
Yeah, fix her up. You're the bandaging.
She doesn't know about that. I
You
get
can do the bandaging
Yeah,
shit.
you're the bandaging guy. Fix him up. Fix her up.
I get an exceptionally large pot of drugs out and be quite liberal with them.
Why
Right.
are you betrayed?
Target number 11.
No.
Healing.
He's betrayed when betrayed doesn't have enough drugs.
7, 9, 11.
Okay.
So that's cunning.
You've stabilised her condition, and you've made sure it's not going to worsen at present. But she, to your medical opinion, still looks like she needs rest and time to recover her strength.
Right,
Right, she's
she's
still unconscious.
already healed all I can, right?
That's right, yes.
So how about I stand over her till she wakes up?
It
Being an
doesn't
elf,
look
you
like
should
she's
be
going to wait
so
for
afraid.
quite a number of hours, Pete. She's really out of it. She's feverish.
So who's going to get stuck carrying her?
Tanner dealers.
Why me?
Because you're the big, burly one.
You're a small giant.
I know.
Her wound is a set of 4 closely spaced gashes along her side. Kind of look like they could have been made by claws, maybe. And her clothing shows that she's Danish.
Brilliant.
So one of my kind.
Yep, okay.
Yes.
Yep, drugs work, needs rest, and a stiff attempt at working her using my magic growing stiff.
This is what it's like every session, people.
Yes.
In the words of the dentist, this won't hurt a bit. I'll only put it in a bit.
You know what? What? Oh wait, didn't you just get a healing kit? Shouldn't that include smelling salts?
I'll say it, would you? But she's feverish from her wound. She's properly...
Oh, in that case, you can use your...
As in, she needs the
You can
rest.
use your little drawing one all you like. It
As in-
won't make any difference.
Yeah, her being asleep is a good thing. Because of the pain she's in.
Okay.
Right,
If
so
he's
we,
not going to carry her, I
well,
will.
we know I'll carry her if needs be.
So, Tanador's picking her up. Then...
But... Yes, yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if that's
The
all...
elf.
I don't want to know.
If that's all you're doing here...
If you two are still throwing rocks,
Oh, I'm not throwing any rocks.
not you, them.
Is there anything
That was
else
the one
of
in my ear.
note here? That we should
Anything
know?
of import
That was,
detected.
Should
that
we
was
do
a
a
whisper
quick
in my
search?
pointy.
Can we do a quick search?
Tanador being mind person to do a quick search would have done a quick search and found a bit of manure and stuff on some hay. Yeah.
Does he also find a
That's
cat?
what you found? No, no, no.
I've already got a cat.
So, if you're done in this place and you've done everything you want to do here and you've got her ready, then you happen to know, based on the local knowledge, that the
What was that?
closest bottle fell over. The closest village is Vintiver, not to be confused with Tevinter.
I don't think anyone here knows what you're on about.
I do.
I've heard of Tevinter.
Just another country.
Okay, so she has impressive gashes, yeah?
Yes, yes.
You playing the Finbar Saunders version of this game.
Oh, so this is
Right,
the
so we're
Dragon
going
Age
to make
Roleplay
our way to this
referring
village,
to.
haven't we?
Yes, let's get to
It would
the
be a
village.
good place to stabilise her, perhaps. You just happen to know that that's the closest village.
Let's
Well,
just get there.
I can't carry her for ages, so yeah, let's get her there as fast as.
Okay.
Maybe we can get someone to heal her when we get there and find
Her,
out
her
what on earth
wound
went
is
on.
consistent with those suffered by the Foldor family, by the way.
Well,
Right, okay.
let's hurry this up.
Proceed.
Move!
Okay. Okay.
Get to the chopper! Bad boy accent, I know.
Right, well done, everyone. 2 encounters down. Yay! Moving on to encounter 3.
Probably only something like 100 points or something. Well, a lot of it. Enough with your throwing of the rocks, lads!
Hey, that wasn't a throwing of the rock. I passed him an arrow.
Right.
I want it back.
So did we get to this village without
Transition.
Do we get the village of accident?
Yeah.
Yes.
Transition.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Transition!
This is how I move, movie-esque.
Yeah.
The Ferelden village of Vintiver is a small and fairly typical Borderlands community.
Borderlands?
Hey, this is typical Dragon Age banter.
Primarily known for its great arbors
You mean like Morrigan trying to flirt with Sten banter?
and local winemaking. Oh god, I've said it now, haven't I?
We don't want to hear that.
Yes.
I've heard they do pretty good wine here.
You probably see it on a sign somewhere. Proud of its winemaking heritage.
Got some cheese with that.
He doesn't have wine. He's not some pansy elf.
I'll drink anything.
He's not some pansy or legion. And they're posh wines.
Pint of
Those are
wine,
legion.
pint of ale, doesn't really matter, does it?
Those are legion bastards and their
That's what the village looks like.
poshness.
Overhead view.
Is there a
That's
healing
the side of
type personage there?
Only
Is there enough
trees
hot
hey,
Complete.
gotcha. Only trees in this village come from
Nothing really
the
extraordinary.
travelling guy.
There's plenty of cheese coming
Right,
from
to answer your question,
Yeah.
there is the temple. As you go in, you see it on your right.
The chantry.
The Chantry Temple.
Okay.
It's
First thing I'm going
there
to do
to
is stop there.
tend to the people's spiritual needs.
Can they?
It's a long building with tall, thin windows equipped with shutters, which are usually open in fair weather to allow light and air to fill the inside. Rows of benches. You're going in, yeah?
Well, I'm going in. I know about the
I'm
rest
going in because I'm carrying the.
Rows of benches are set for services before the altar at the far end of the main room of the temple, with the priest's quarters in the rooms at the back.
Basically, I'm throwing the doors open. We need medical attention.
You can see they're not especially rich here, although it does have fine altar cloths, and parishioners are humble and devout, much like the priestess, Sister Arda, who you meet. And she says, "Oh my goodness, what has happened to this poor young lady?"
We're not quite sure.
Sister, come on. Harder.
Ah, for the love of God.
You're playing the Finbar Saunders.
Okay, I'm actually going to say this in character. By the maker.
Although I am worried if perhaps her injuries are consistent with the trouble felt towards the Dalish at present. It was not one of our villagers that did this, was it?
I don't
found
think
her
so,
on the-
Mrs.
We found her on a farm on the outskirts.
She appears to be stabilised, but what do you suggest? I mean,
You're
we
the
could-
healer.
we could
Get
put
on
her-
with it.
she's not a
She's not a healer.
she's not a healer.
She's a spiritual healer.
She's
She's a chaplain in 40k Space Marine terms.
yeah, she's
A priest, yes.
Yeah.
Or priest.
a proper priest, like an earth.
Well, I suggest you do some praying or whatever it is that you do. And get her healed.
I will say prayers for this poor young lady, but my concern is that the
Is there anybody in town who would be willing / able to do it?
Our most experienced would be Taldale himself, the warden. He may be able
Warden?
to apply something. Yes, a warden. He oversees the village.
Right. Just thought I might be getting confused with Grey Warden there, but well.
Grey Wardens. They're just myth and legend now, aren't they? I would suggest you take this poor young lady to the inn, and if you need the
Take it to the inn.
Chantry's help, perhaps for a room. And I could...
Indecent thoughts in a church, my sister.
May the Maker's blessing be with you. But don't let her tally too long in the open, because the villagers will be suspicious.
Right, so
We have another Dalish elf with us, by the way. He's kind of assisting us. And you said there might be trouble with the villagers with Dalish?
There could be trouble. There is a lot of suspicion towards the Dalish at present. And the fact that... where have you just come... How did you find this girl?
We came from a nearby farm. The whole entire family was slaughtered.
The parishioners all stand up and... Farm? Which farm? Which farm?
No, we don't know.
You found ID to find that they were called Foldor family.
The Foldor family?
They all start... Dalish. Slaughtered. You hear this going around.
We never said anything about the Dalish.
We never said anything about the Dalish.
We just said they were all killed.
Look at this girl. She hasn't been attacked by a Dalish. She's got 4 slash marks on her
Some
side.
of them are pointing at Paydar.
Do you leave him alone as well?
He is... Paydar here is with us under orders from House Baranti.
Sister... They kind of like... And Sister Arda looks at you and says, you see what I mean then? This is a dangerous time for this young girl to be out. Get her
then
back
into the
inside
bottle
at once.
with my wand.
Obviously,
We're in trouble here, aren't we?
We are.
into a locked room, I would suggest.
Right, let's get her to the inn then. Get a room, get
Okay.
it locked up.
You guys go do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try and find the dog.
No, the tile's out.
Oh, brilliant.
He's out of village at the moment.
Brilliant.
She suspects he'll be back this evening. Maybe tonight at a push.
Well, when he arrives back, can you send him to the inn and we'll meet him there?
She
I think we
agrees.
should have borrowed the whole
And you, my friend, I'm going to have to keep yourself to yourself, especially this time round.
Yes, as Paydar walks back out,
Yeah, I need
there's a lot of whispers going on about him. And
Yeah, he needs to wash his mouth out with soap, along with me.
I'm guessing me inciting House Baranti's name does nothing.
I think old buddy
yeah, but beer
It's time
is
for a
a
drink.
powerful thing, and
I
House
think just
Brandy's
this
a long
one
way
time,
away from
we
this
need
place.
to hold off.
Yeah,
the
we're all
drink.
here under in their employ.
Still
I
a
know
long
it's
way
a
away.
pain, but I think we might need to be sober for the next couple of
Which
hours.
is unfortunate,
Excuse
because
me, bar fella.
the next place
Lady.
you pass before you get to the inn
Yep.
is the winery. The prime export is wine here.
Is the winery open?
They seem to be in action, yes.
Okay. Might I go in and clear my throat to the person that seems to be in charge and say, could I have a bottle of the strongest alcohol you possibly have? If not,
Medicinal purposes, right?
100% proof. Yeah.
Okay. So they want to. You literally want medicinal alcohol at this point.
Yes.
And are you explaining it as that for medicinal purposes?
Yes.
All right. They'll source that for you.
How much is that going to cost me? Got that.
Well, seeing as it's the pure alcohol and you want a bottle of it,
Yeah.
then it's going to be fairly.
Is he
pricey.
talking to a woman? Can he flirt with her to get better prices?
No, he's not talking to a woman. He's talking to a short, stumpy
Dwarf.
man.
Who looks like a dwarf?
It's all dwarf. Like me.
No, shorter than you, I'm guessing.
Dwarves have got to stick together.
Yes. He oversees the aging of the
Sticky
cast,
dwarves.
but unfortunately he forgot to oversee his own aging. And he...
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much? For
Well, okay, so we said that the dwarf ale would be about like a silver, didn't we?
Yeah.
But this is pure alcohol.
Yeah.
So, let's see, and you need it in desperation. Let's say that...
Gift now.
Let's say that they will impart it for 3 silver. For a full bottle. Oh.
Go on, we'll pay it in this,
I'm happy
this
to bear that.
instance.
As in a wine bottle size.
Yeah.
They seem to want to take advantage of your need.
And I'm looking around
And I'm already
the
outside
town,
the
because
village.
he's probably the only one who's walked in there. I don't know if the others have, but I'm looking around the town as in a sense of seeing what people are looking at us, if they're giving us dirty looks or whatever, with the fact we've got a Dalish with us. Or two, because one's on...
Sometimes the main area of this winery is used for village functions, like a temple or common room or something like that, when the inn won't suffice.
Using my Healy
knowledge.
knowledge, might I be able to identify any herbs or plants that they would be using to spice the wines with, or flavour or otherwise, that I could use for healing purposes? Mixed
That
with
would be
the
natural law to identify.
Which would be peat.
Which is peat.
Okay.
What do you want me to say, stuff?
Elf fruit is what we need.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do need some elf fruit.
a big pile of elf fruit, please, Mr. Pointy.
And the rest.
So what is it? Natural or hard or what?
Well,
Well, we're in a shop, so, and they're going to use these to
So,
well,
is
this is
you,
a winery.
ferment.
you're in a winery, so you're not going to have to identify it because they're going to have it in. They're going to know what it is, aren't they? So all you've got to do is ask for it, surely.
Fine, then I'm asking for it.
Well,
Can we
someone's
got
asking
any
for it.
elf fruit, Governor?
What elf fruit would be more likely an apothecary thing, I guess.
yes, it would. It would. The likelihood of it going into the wine is a bit.
They seem to use it for everything. But
Well, let's put it this way.
How far is this place?
I'm sure that the other night when we was in that bar, we had a bottle of elf fruit razzler.
What are you trying to achieve with getting hold of
I'm
some-
going to mix it with the alcohol to distill some form of comfort or whatever to put on a wound.
Basically, he wants to make a poultice.
Right. Okay.
I'm guessing.
All right. Okay. So on this one, we'll say. All right, Pete. Yeah, you don't really have to identify it, but it's a case of convincing them to
I know.
part with it. 'Cause they're using what they're using. All right. How about this? A luck roll.
Luck roll. Luck roll.
Me or Pete?
We'll say Karak. What's all your stats added up?
14.
14. Alright, so I'll roll against you, and as in against your stat, you don't need to roll. And I'll call it a little bit challenging because of the likelihood of it being in the wine, plus 2 against you.
Whereas I might possibly be able to taste
You're
it
in
in
luck.
a way.
He's in
So-
luck.
They will sell some
Oh,
bits.
you lucky bastard.
They'll sell some bits to you, but again, they want to take advantage.
Of your neediness.
Yes, they want to say 50 copper.
Half a denari.
I
From a
say.
bleeding life story.
That's what Jesus said, sir.
You ungrateful bastards.
I'll
Bleeding
say,
some people.
if how much is your best bottle of wine?
Whatever you've written down, what was it? Yeah.
Can I use my natural law to distill
Vintage
the
wine
elf
was
fruit?
1 silver.
That would probably be more of an alchemy potions making thing, which isn't set to, and I don't think Rob's going
Yeah,
to be running
so
that.
they'll answer 1 silver.
How about I buy a bottle of your wine and you give me the elf fruit for free?
It's all, see, we use that, we need it for our special compounds, our
Oh, but
special
look,
mixtures.
you've got jars
We
and jars of it. Okay,
We
you
order
don't need
all
all
over
of
for
that.
Alden, mate. We order all over for Alden.
Well, put my head in the door. What's taking so damn
Elf
long?
fruit can be found all over Ferelden. You
Well,
don't need
You know,
that
you could
much.
go and find some yourself, but you seem to be in some desperate need.
Look, Shorty,
He's intimidating him.
I'm starting to get fed up with you. You're taking the piss. We need it. We're offering you good money for it.
Alright, yes, so that would be an intimidate.
Note you've got a +2 in.
Okay. Intimidation we'll say, versus
I
this
think
guy's
it's, I think it's one from my self-discipline or some shit.
courage. Just because that makes sense to me personally. So,
What am I rolling? Just straight against you.
against
Nom, 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 nom.
You're singing Doctor Who with nom.
Shit. 20.
You rolled a 20?
20!
What did you roll?
Nowhere near 20.
I rolled a 6, 6, and a 5.
Oh, you lucky bastard!
I did.
Would have been a proc, really, wouldn't it?
No, I mean, I rolled 9, but
He's basically seen your sort before.
yeah.
You're not going to do anything to me, mate. I've got surrounded by witnesses. And as
Really?
say,
I don't see none!
There are staff about.
What about if I walk in there?
I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "Come on, Tamada, it's all right. You know, just leave it. Just if he doesn't want the greatest wine testers,
Here's an idea. Peter, you do a natural law check to see if there's any elf fruit growing outside the building.
if he doesn't want his
I go outside
special
the village and do
wine
it.
tasted
Whatever.
by the greatest wine tasters in Ferelden, then that's his business.
It probably tastes like piss anyway.
Quite possibly, yeah. But if he doesn't want our business, that's absolutely fine. Let's be on our way. I'm sure we can find somebody else that will be able to sell us some other, perhaps that lady that lives in
Okay.
the house next door.
Communication deceive.
So that's 7, 10. And focus, so that's 12.
Focus made the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled 11.
Nice.
Right. Maybe we are being too hasty. All right. So, 50 was the offered. I could say 40. If you want to take our supplies off of us, it'll hold up the winemaking.
Take it. This girl's not going to last forever.
We have just paid 3 silver for a bottle of rubbing alcohol.
We can always drink it afterwards. Just come on, she's getting heavy. She's not going to last
Are you going to
forever
take a
either.
constitution stamina test on him?
30. Give me 30. Come on, we've already given you 3 silver.
35.
Oh, I suppose we can go the difference. 35 coppers, yeah, okay.
How I do it? 18!
You can hear some muttering outside from some of the villagers as they pass. And there's a bit of gossiping going on
And they're
this way
saying
and that way.
Elves.
That's what I say to all of you fuckers.
Was that in character?
Yes.
A lot of them are really aghast at that, and they've wandered off quickly.
Haven't you tied your ears up in a headband or something like Spock did in that film?
No, you're thinking I was the one ahead of my time.
Oh dear.
Oh, this is what the girl looks like, by the way, that you're carrying.
She's not all that, is she?
Well, it's a Dragon Age silly picture, isn't it? They're never going to be...
She probably looks better to an elf.
Don't do it to me. I wouldn't.
I bet you would.
Well, I would. If I was drunk enough.
What,
No.
any holes of gold?
I'm sure you would. Even without the alcohol.
Like I said, that's just a Dragon Age cartoony drawing. They never look that good anyway. I mean,
Oh,
you see,
well,
I ended up with,
Paydar's nickname is Drambuie. I'm a fancy liquor.
Oh, God.
Who didn't see that one coming?
If you're going to mention your love of poker as well. Yes. On your...
Yes. So that's only when you got a mini bar in the back and a gambling in the front.
Also, in the village is as you're leaving this place
Yeah.
and heading to the inn, I'll be your tour guide and inform you that
Well,
if you look on your left,
There is a blacksmith on your
You
right.
now
There is
see
a
the
village
smith.
town hall. Oh well.
Master
find a woman.
Coallan is the smithy.
Coallan,
Yes. Coallan.
not co-op.
Cohen.
Well, I gotta say, I really do know a great heart of Hannah.
Not as in not. It is also Gaelic, but it's not Caelin, which is the A before the O. This is
Caelan, which is the king.
Yeah, but that's the Caol.
Yeah.
A-N is Caelin, which is Gaelic. But this is Coallan.
How do you know whether he's gay?
So, He shoes horses.
Why
Stuff
would you
like
shoot
that.
the horses? Well, you need the horses first of all.
Yes.
Why shoot them away?
Yes, he's shoeing them at the moment. He doesn't want horses in here. He's trying to bloody work.
We're going to buy a horse.
Yeah.
They would have ran me out of town then.
You can smell the
It's
forest
like
fire.
that joke, isn't it? Bloke went for a job as a blacksmith. So they said to me, "Have you ever shoot a horse?" He says, "No, but I told a donkey to fuck off."
Right, yeah.
Okay, I'm out of booze and I'm getting another headache.
Right, you want some more beer?
Which is in character as well, by the way.
I'd love one, yes, please. Is this guy... Do we need to talk to him? Is that why we're being told to?
No, I'm just filling the village out at the moment.
And on our right, we will now find.
But you'll meet him again in the village.
Okay. Can you stick a non-conductive spiky bit on my stave, please, so I can stab people harder with it?
You want a spear, basically.
Yeah? A non-magic conducting spiky bit.
Yeah, which he might say that that'll just turn into a spear and you have to buy another quarterstaff to blast your arcane bolt from. I'm just saying he might say.
Well, why don't you just get a conducting pointy bit?
Because that would have to be made out of living.
Just sharpen the end of it. Here, I'll take my blade, I'll sharpen the end of it for you. You can turn it into a jabby spear.
Yeah, they got lances in set for free, apparently.
A jabby lance.
Shabby lance.
As in jousting lances and stuff.
Hey,
Jabby the lance.
hey, you're lucky I'm not Scottish, that's how they call it, a jobby lance.
That's a totally different thing.
I thought that was just the Northerners.
More just this
I've got
Scotland.
one cold one in there at the moment, so I've just put one in cold and I'll have you two split it. Split the tin. So there's that. This is...
Anything you?
And that's Cronenberg. by the way. That's not Breckenridge. And I'll put one in to get cold.
Excellent.
Enough non-cat, enough not to who.
Yeah. Enough stuff in general, let's get on with the show.
Right, so, you're going to book a room in the inn, yes? Rooms.
At the end, yes.
You want to share? Community?
No.
No.
You want your own rooms? Right, so
We can
what
bunk together, can't we?
costs?
Oh shit.
Well, I'm not going to the same one. What?
In costs.
Well,
Let's get them done.
I'm living
a
in the
lodging in a
gatehouse.
common room.
Yep, that's the shared.
I'm living in the gatehouse.
2 silver per night.
What, the
Private room.
gatehouse?
For a private room.
Are you really want to the where?
The
The
gatehouse. The gatehouse.
Yes, the
The
gatehouse.
gatehouse.
No,
Are
no,
you
no.
serious? That's
No.
the watch house. Pretty
Yes.
They won't.
much. They won't let you in
They
there.
don't
You're
want-
Danish in the first place.
Exactly.
Then I'll sit on the fucking wall.
They won't be able to tell his Danish. She's got a headband on.
Has he done that? Have you done that?
He did say it, so no.
Right.
Well, I'm concerned.
Look, when he told me to do it, I put a headband on.
Where did you get the headband from?
He used
I
one of
tore
my
shut.
bandages.
Look, I took the belt off his robes.
Shall I?
They
I'm,
won't let
I'm,
you
I'm
in.
going to offer to perform plastic surgery and chop those ears off for you at this rate.
But there's an awful lot of talk kicking up around the village. And he's just setting it off saying, let me in, I want to sleep in there, in the guard room.
I'm going to grab him by the scarf of his neck. Get away from there before you,
You can
get
feel
yourself
You can
killed.
feel it accumulating. And there's a real sound building.
I think we need to be in a communal room so that we can protect each other. Well, actually, protect the villagers from him.
Right, what was the communal room cost?
50 copper
Each. Yeah. 50 copper each. That will be each.
per night.
Right, everybody, stump up. And for her as well. Whoever wants to.
Hey, if you want to protect me from the... Hey, if you want to protect the village from me, you cough up for me too.
Fuck off, I've just paid for all the piss and alcohol for the rest.
You bloody pay them to stop from killing the village.
Well,
So, anyway.
I'm paying for the girl.
How about we say to the innkeeper, so what is it with this place in Dalish then?
He's a fairly friendly bloke. He explains, he's all the problem since 2 weeks ago, really. We haven't got anything against them. I haven't got anything against the elves anyway. Any of them.
Well, the town seemed to have some problem with them.
Since they caused all that ruckus, and a lot of us fell out with a lot of them. Of course, The smithy had his run-in with one of them.
What happened with the smithy?
Almost came to blows.
Why?
They just had too much drink, all of them. And they said they were fanciful looking at the girls and all this sort of thing. You're all trying to look at our girls and you're playing your dirty tricks and all this whatever.
Was that the elves or the humans?
Oh, that was some of our villagers, you know how it is. They all had too much drink in them, all of them together.
Yeah. Last thing you want is a half human.
That's
Or
not
half
the point.
elf.
That's not the point.
No, you don't want a half elf. Half elves are fine. Half humans. Dodgy.
That's beside the point here, but whatever.
Well,
Ever since then, there's been a few problematic activities. Animals turning up dead. There's been a couple of scouts not reported back in. One body found. Now you've told us about the slaughter.
And she was covered in the same wounds as the family were.
Oh yeah, and the farm was strangely burning down when we got there.
He shakes his head in dismay.
well, Mr. Innkeeper, I'm sure we'd be very grateful in a financial kind of way
I was going to say bribing.
for you to not remember that this young lady's here, if you understand what I mean.
He nods. I don't want to bring more trouble on this inn.
Well, we'll make sure it's worth your while to keep strong.
That's fine. I don't want any trouble in this village. I want it quiet. But from the sounds of it outside, someone's been stirring it up. His eyes start to move towards Paydar.
Right, well, we get her upstairs fast. PD can't get her out of the way. Put her into her room.
So you're going to get to your communal room.
Yeah.
Seems like.
You've got one to yourself. Seeing as everyone else that was in there has just left. When you two Danish come in.
Mm-hmm. One large room.
Yeah. You can hear some voices outside. Shouting about. Shouting up at the window. We know she's in there! You can hear quite a ruckus starting up. And you can smell burning.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Not burning like that, like the building burning, but just like...
Pitchforks and torches.
Yeah.
Blooming riot.
Unfortunately, when you look out the window, that's what you see. And that's
Right.
the inn.
The angry mob.
I think Pete's fucked it for us.
It's a great big mob have turned up. And Pete stirred them up as well. They were going to be stirred anyway, but they're really stirred now.
I'm going to go downstairs and open the door.
Because he's acting like they were 2 weeks ago.
You open the door if you bloody want to.
Yeah, I'm going to stand behind the door. You lot can stay up there.
The innkeeper doesn't want the door open, he's locked it.
Alright.
You're going to be able to
I
address him
suggest
from
while
the
we're
window.
here that you try and do some bandages.
Alcohol rubbing.
Alcohol rubbing.
Okay, can I shout down to him?
I should have something down though.
You keep your head down and your ears.
I'll give you ears in a minute.
If you're not careful, I'll cut them off.
Try it, bitch.
Keep up that attitude and I might just.
They shout up.
What's the matter? I'm on my menstrual period. Leave me alone.
You see that the smithy, Kyle is leading them.
Oh, for the love of Christ. That's out of character.
What, the menstrual period thing?
The mob's demanding.
Not me.
They shout up and you hear different voices and manage to discern from it that they
Okay, who the hell started this?
Someone shouts up, the bloody Dalish!
I meant the riot.
There's
That's
just
what you meant as well.
a great big murmur, and they're all at your tone.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And just what in the maker's main do you think you're doing?
Koala looks up. We want the elf woman turned over to us.
Why?
Probably a witchcraft or something. Bodies have
Witchcraft?
turned up. The farm is on fire. And it is growing night now. Time has passed.
Way to go, Peter.
And we've had one of them around about the village, threatening our lot. Just like
He's
they
with
were.
us.
And he's an arse.
Well, that doesn't look too good on you then, does it?
Well, guess what? He's here under the name of House Baranti. We're here to help.
He threatens everyone. Don't
I'm
think
here
you're
on the
special.
dinner with you, asshole bitch.
They're all muttering.
Get your fucking facts straight.
We're working for House Baranti, therefore I'm saying House Baranti. That might quell them. If I say Denerim, they might not give a shit either way.
They don't know who Baranti is.
They may do, and it might be enough.
Amelia,
Ay,
communication.
ay,
Target number 13, please.
5, 10, 13 with communication. Beat it dead on.
What's the dragon?
5.
Well done.
Can't do what I was going to do.
Someone else shouts. She needs to answer for crimes.
She didn't do nothing.
We've got to bring all those treacherous elves to justice. And that other one you're hiding in there.
From what I'm hearing, you're the ones in the wrong.
You can hear them getting whipped up into a near frenzy by fear and anger. So
I'm not handing over someone who's dying and injured to you.
Unfortunately, Taldale has been out patrolling the outlying farms. He's the warden, so he would step in normally and deal with this kind of problem. As you can imagine, there's quite a lot of them outside.
Yeah.
We want to get into the numbers. There's 30. So you can try to fight, but I will do it directly by the mechanics.
I don't want to break out into a fight.
Stop aggravating them then.
Well, if we don't bring her out, then we're going to try breaking down the door anyway.
No. I tear myself away from trying to heal her. And I use
Assuming
my...
there is that option
Yeah.
available to me.
I use my communication. She'll explain to them that she's injured and we're trying to find out what's happened to the farms and how the fire started. We were set upon by some animals whilst we were there.
Animals with torches.
Someone shouts that the Dalish live just like animals. How do we know it wasn't the Dalish?
It wasn't a Dalish animal.
They live wild, they're wild creatures, the Dalish.
So you're telling me, and Dalish looks like a wolf. That's a brilliant idea.
Right.
And I'm supposed to be the dumb one.
You are.
Perception seeing anybody versus
Anybody or everyone.
anybody who wants to try and see something, but not Jez.
How much?
Let's see. Hang on. What's your dex, Jez?
My dex,
Yeah.
3.
Okay, so do a
15.
3d6 and stealth.
13 plus my dex?
Yeah.
14.
You say 13 plus dex?
Yeah.
You want a 13?
Yeah.
Your dex is what?
3.
Then 16.
16, sorry, yeah.
Right.
Crap
Who
maths.
beat?
I didn't.
I got 15.
With perception or not?
With dexterity. Got 15.
He asked for a perception seeing, Pete.
It's only me doing dex.
Perception seeing, Pete.
So that's past perception to your roll.
That's 3 as well. So,
Right. So what's the number?
15.
Nowhere
You said
near.
16, didn't you? Nothing to report to you.
Neither to me nor Ruth either.
You can't see what you can't see. Right. Anyway then. They want to hand it over and they said, what have we got to do? We'll come in and take her if we have to. That's right. I'll leave this lot in. We'll force the door if we have to. Give me a good reason why we shouldn't all just barge in there now and get her.
Right. I'll give
Because
you-
she's wounded in the same fashion that the family were.
Hang on a minute. I whisper it in this is the blacksmith talking, I guess, yeah?
So you managed to get downstairs, unbolted the door, and get out.
Yes. I whisper in his ear. I say,
Back door.
Okay.
I've got 12 inches of steel here that says you're going to keep quiet. You're going to tell all these people to go home, or there's going to be problems. And he feels the dagger in his back. I'm being like really like cagey and just like standing close to him because it's a big crowd. So I'm just like.
He's actually quite a hard man, but that's a weapon. He's only armed with his smithy's hammer. It's quite a small thing, just concentrated for the work. He hasn't actually got a weapon on him.
Improvised, I guess.
He's kind of shut up. The rest of them are still kind of moaning. Yeah, well, justice is going to fall upon him anyway. We'll move out to the outlying territories and try and gather more evidence against you. And when we bring proof that it is all your lot, all of you will have to pay as well, all of you lot. Come on, everybody. We're backing out for now.
I whisper in his ear, make sure you look thoroughly and take your time, don't hurry back.
He's walking away from you.
Are you sure that one was the blacksmith and not the village idiot?
Who cares?
You're doing what?
That's it. Well, they've wandered off, haven't they?
He's looking at you and sort of nodding.
And I'm like...
He's like, Arvarian. Like that. He sort of wanders away. And the crowd's starting to disperse, confused at Coalin's behaviour.
I'll look over to Caractacus and say, this entire village is full of idiots.
And that includes him.
Listen, I've just soaked your
There you
ass.
go.
That's what I said to you.
Are you putting that out the window?
It wasn't even to you.
He's muttering under his breath, stomping away.
Does he have stompy feet?
Stompy feet.
Stompy dude. Right, so have they disappeared?
They have, they've dispersed.
I shout up at the window. Are you going to let me in? I need a drink after all that.
The innkeeper's reluctantly pulling the bolt. It was a risky thing you did there.
I don't like bullies. That man was just a bully.
And an idiot.
And an idiot.
It's you. Don't like bullies.
That's different.
That's the one that had the big blowout with that other elf.
That's probably why he set this up in the first place.
What happened with that then?
Yeah, tell us a bit more.
They almost came to blows.
Yeah, almost, but what happened? And why didn't they? He seems to be a feisty kind of fella.
We had enough people on both sides to stop it getting out of control.
So he got pissed off because some elf was looking at his girl or something.
That's the sort of thing, really. Don't go messing around with our women. Keep your own kind, that kind of thing.
Normally, Danish don't go near human settlements.
Everyone had too much drink.
What particular reason were they here for?
Was there a wine tasting?
There was a lot of wine tasting. It was the harvest festival. They were here to celebrate it too. They celebrate nature and the land. It was a sort of thing where I suppose their ways and our ways crossed paths just for a short moment. It was going all right until that big fight broke out, and then it almost feels like the village has got a curse on it now, some are saying. Caused by the Danish. Present company accepted. No disrespect meant, of course.
You can find the curse is called by the idiot in the blacksmith.
Could well be.
Carrot, old sausage, how are you getting on with that elf chick upstairs?
Well, she seems to be a bit more comfortable now, but she's still in dire need of more professional healing than I can give.
She looks better than she did. A lot better.
Is she anywhere near conscious though?
Looks like she may be soon.
I think she may need.
The bed rest is helping.
I think she may need a friendly face with her when she wakes up.
And she's got a nice warm hearth in there. Like in the
Well, I suggest we put Oof in there. He's the friendliest looking one out of all of us.
Yeah, well, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Because he's been killed 6 times already.
I know I'm trying.
Yeah, but you're not exactly friendly, are you?
I'm trying.
Put
It might be better if Ada does go.
Put Grumpy the dwarf in there.
He's a dwarf.
I'm a tall dwarf.
Yeah,
Tall
he's
dwarf.
a dwarf. Therefore, you're still the dwarf by definition.
Oh, by the way, anyone who happens to die this adventure takes over as her.
Well, depends now, don't it?
Well, look,
I guess leave
if
leave
we
Grumpy and the dog in the room.
leave Grumpy and the dog in the room, he's less likely to start aggravation if he's in there. We can go down, we can have a nice old drink up.
Pint.
Yeah, a
He's
nice
a pint
pint.
right now,
I could
yeah.
do with a pint. We can have a drink, and maybe in an hour or so's time, we can have another couple of drinks, and then she might be feeling better, and she might be awake.
What, after we've had another couple of pints after that?
Or we can come and have another couple of pints to celebrate her waking up.
That sounds like a champion idea.
Let's do it.
Pints, please, landlord!
Cash customers!
I'm going to get changed into something not armoured.
Something. Oh, she's getting changed into something slinky.
Something more comfortable.
In a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting changed into my drinking trousers.
Yes, they have to stretch as well, do they? For when you get too much beer.
Why
Yes.
do you think I wear a robe?
Basically,
It's a
like,
travelling robe.
what am I thinking?
With my
Jeans-
legs.
What am I thinking? Jeans have no give.